Alright, so what I'm working on right now is an air 38 gauge coil, and I'm about 3,000 turns in. Right there, the air coils that I use have a little bit bigger axle,
Mm-hmm.
so that the wire is focused mainly around the site of induction, where the magnets hit the copper.
And it's this spool into that coil.
Yep. And it's not gonna, this coil's not big enough to take the whole spool,
Okay.
but we'll definitely see what we can do. Alright, so we go like 2 cranks, or one half a crank to get back, to go back this way, and then we spin it to go back the other way. So left, we spin it quite a few times, because it's 38 gauge, till we get to the other side, and then we go 1, 2. And it's like that. And so you get used to it, you can do it quickly, but you only want like 2 cranks max going back to the left side, and then left to right again. And that keeps all of the north on the north side and the south on the south side. Means you start on the same side, you end on the same side every time. With the bulk of the wire, because you got to go back. You know. Sometimes I do way more than 2, and that's okay too. To do more. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose to do more than 2, but it happens, and just to get most of it right is better than getting none of it right. In this case, not in every case. Alright, so we're back. And then I try and get as many turns, like, logically in as I can going the other way. So it's not perfectly uniform, because I don't have a tool to line it up. It's just kind of flopping there. But for the majority of it, since the intention is there, I'm sure that the power will be there. But it isn't perfect, and that's okay. I'm down with that. I'm cool with that. I know there are some people out there that don't like that, and it's hard for me to not like that. Or what I'm trying to say is I'm kind of a perfectionist myself, but I try to let the little things go. So it's New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And we are up to 3,410 turns. And we're about halfway through here. And I think even having less wire might actually have more of a impact. You know what I mean? I don't know if I know what I mean either. But I don't, like, a 4-filer coil is supposed to be virtually this size with about 50 turns of 4 strands of 32 gauge. So like 200 turns altogether. And it's supposed to get 738 RPMs per watt, dude. It's crazy. crazy 6 speed because it's like a little burst. And I'm thinking with the smaller amount of wire, you get a bigger burst. Because the burst isn't actually in the wire. The burst comes from the power supply or capacitor or something like that. And when it goes through the wire, definitely how you wind it will determine what kind of reaction you get. And what gauge wire it is. But I'm thinking there's definitely drive circuit anyway. The 4-5 coil is definitely a smaller coil. I made a big one right there. It's a big one. It's not a replica of the original. And they are powerful, very powerful. I had this thing going basically 750 RPMs earlier. Seriously, one coil was generating 135 volts. I mean, I was putting 25 in, but that was sick. It was sick. I don't know if you could actually grasp. I didn't get the actual reading on there, but I got it, like, I turned it off too fast. So it's a little, for my, like doing it the way I'm doing it now, both ends get a little bit fatter than the middle. And you can see it's starting to shape up like that. A little bit. It's pretty uniform, but
That's good.
you can see it kind of getting fatter on the outside and thinner in the middle. I try and correct that, but I feel like if I do it too much, then it's going to change everything. All right. Well, we're up to almost 4,000. I think I'm going to crank out 4,000 real quick. And then I'm going to take a little break. Oh, 4,046. Awesome. I'll finish that up later. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. Have a wonderful night. Bye now.